What is going on, Prospect Chase Box fans? Jorge Prospector here, donning the D-backs hat for no
And
reason.
Ron over here donning the Hall of Fame gray hair.
Hall of Fame look, if you ask me. I try to be a little more aggressive and market this live on my IG. Not sure
Water
if
and
you made a
red.
difference. Water. Okay. I'm doing iced because my esophagus has been getting a beating last few weeks from eating a little bit of spicy food. That's what happens. I have a pretty sensitive um, esophagus slash stomach, not stomach. I don't get like
It's just the burn and the
it's
reflux.
the what do you call it? The acid reflux.
Esophageal reflux, the
That
acid
stuff it
reflux in your
gets me. And like I start getting, or at least not getting, maybe it's just psychological. I start feeling like hyper here and like
Yeah.
tight, and it's really just my esophagus or whatever is burning up. I had it checked out and everything, and I'm fine. It's
Well,
just
Health History 101. Let's talk ballpark nachos and the effect on the esophageal chamber.
that is terrible. We could talk about good ballpark food. I can give you my in no what's it in random order ranks, I guess. I would say so. By the way, I am trying to visit all 30 parks. I'm about halfway there, counting the current ones.
Yeah.
And I am slated to visit Seattle next week, which we'll talk about briefly. Um,
Love that
I've been
park.
there already, so that's not a new one on my list, unfortunately.
You went
I'm
last
trying-
year.
I went no, I went
2 years.
I went like 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was already Safeco.
I thought you went last year for some reason. I thought maybe maybe it was planning a trip.
No. I go for work regularly, but
Yeah.
or I need to stop in Seattle regularly. But no, so I'm trying to plan a prospect chase box outing. So I guess this is topic number one. The prospect chase box, it's in line with its growth. It's trying to become, as it always was intended, a community focused group and experience based group. So I'm now, hopefully, my next milestone is 100 subscribers. I'm at 60, low 60 something, 64, 62. Now, my next milestone is to hit 100. And I'm trying to entice is the proper word, people to share and get me new subscribers so we can get there.
Yeah.
But two, I'm taking steps towards growing even more. The name next week will be an important week for the growth of this channel because I guess we can do topic 1A, 1B. Next week, myself and another esteemed colleague from our group are going to be visiting Safeco for the Royals and Mariners series.
Oh,
and
nice.
We've got a little surprise that we in store for you guys. We'll be having some access. We're going to try to do a live on site. We shall see how that goes. It'll likely be on Tuesday if we do so, because we are going to the game on Tuesday. So Bobby Witt and Julio time,
hell of a game. Good match.
it's going to be a hell of a game. I got both of the players in my fantasy team, so that's always exciting, and I love both of them. Bobby Witt is having a monster season. Julio is taking a little bit to warm up as usual, par for the course.
And let's see here.
So stay tuned for that content coming next week. That should fingers crossed.
Kansas City is 22-16, so they have the better record than Seattle at this point.
Yeah.
With Seattle sitting at 20-18, so it should be a heck of a series.
It would be.
Although Kansas City is sitting in third, and Seattle is sitting in second. Game and a half
so many
behind.
subtopics that we can go from here.
Well, that's going to be a great one.
I know. Let's not go there yet. So stay tuned for that. We're at an inflection. I think we're about to hit an inflection point in this brand and this group in the YouTube channel and other stuff. So I'm really excited for that. And yeah, so Kansas City, Seattle, it's gonna be awesome. Julio, Bobby, been there already, but man, what a series and what amazing players to follow.
I like that park a lot. I was up there the first couple of years after they built it. I'd also been to the old Kingdom up there as well. Kingdom was horrific. Absolutely a horrible place to see a game.
I imagine.
It had a lot of sightline issues. You were standing, I was along the first base line, towards the outfield. Mm-hmm. Somebody runs into the corner to make a catch. You don't see them make the catch. You don't see anything. They just disappear because of sightline. It just cut straight down there. And it was horrible.
It was? Yeah.
Tropicana Dome, or whatever the hell they call that thing in Tampa or St. Pete, is actually better than the old Kingdom, which isn't saying much.
That's a dump.
Yeah.
That's a dump of a place. I'm shouting out the link in our Disc group and Messenger groups. I'm trying to see if people want to subscribe to my private Messenger thread to get in on deals. So yeah, Safe Go. I'm excited. I only went once, and I was kind of rushed because I had to get back to my wife at the hotel. And I really couldn't see much of a game. It was kind of a last minute. We're staying downtown, and wait, there's a game tonight. Let's catch an Uber. She couldn't go. I just went for a few innings.
I had a free Sunday up there. Same kind of thing. It was just me. I was up there on business. So I had a crew of folks working over the weekend. We were kind of finished up on Sunday. I walked down to the park, walked up to the gate, said, "What's the best seat you can give me?" And, with a single seat, when you walk up, get a single seat, you can get some pretty good seats.
Good seats. Indeed.
Yeah. I remember they had very good food then at that park.
I'm going to listen. Me and another colleague that will be visiting, I'm trying not to,
That's okay. Don't spoil it.
Stuff, but I'm taking a trip. I'm taking a day off of work for this. So for the growth of the Prospect Chase Box fan, that's commitment, folks. I took a day off completely. I'm literally flying 11 in the morning on Tuesday, flying back 11 in the morning on Wednesday. So it's gonna be awesome. Food wise, I'm looking. So I say that to say that I am looking forward to the whole thing. Meeting some dudes, the experience at the park, which will be premium, hopefully. The food. I don't do seafood though. So
I had some amazing garlic fries there, amongst other things. There's a ton of different things to have. It's not seafood based.
Are they better than the garlic stuff at Dodger Stadium?
At Dodger Stadium, I'm a helmet nachos guy.
Really? You don't do the Dodger
I don't do Dodger dogs. Oh, I grew up on Dodger dogs.
Period. I'm pretty picky, man.
Yeah. But up there, I had some amazing garlic fries. They beat the ones that I had in Oakland by quite a bit.
Really? Man, talk about dumpster fires. Oakland, it's got to be. Well, let me rephrase it.
Oakland's in an unfortunate situation.
How do I say this? I think you know how typically they tell you, like, don't overhype things, don't go somewhere with like great expectations because you'll be deflated and you'll be disappointed. I actually exercised the opposite. I went with the worst expectation. I went with the expectations where, like, shit, we could get robbed on our walk to the stadium. And so the fact that we had a okay experience, the seats were pretty good, and the vibe was good. Oakland has good fans.
They aren't there now though. They've abandoned the team.
Yeah, they've abandoned it. But when I went, the team still was like, I mean, listen, there were like 15,000 people there. It wasn't, the crowd was small, but like, it's okay. It's just that the facility is terrible. The clubhouse is terrible.
The field layout is pretty tough too. When you're looking at having your bullpen right in the middle of the playing
Yeah.
surface.
Yeah.
You know,
What I'm saying is that it's more. Yes, it's a dump, but
it's an
it's
experience.
more. It's more horrible for like players and player
I
personnel
agree.
and the teams and the facility itself. It's broken down. It's terrible. Pipes, it's got pee and shit everywhere sometimes, and like bullpen's terrible, clubhouse terrible. The fans, honestly, it's right next to the highway. So it's an easy kind of drive in that sense. Yeah, get out there is terrible, but parking is not bad. Now the facility, if you were just go thinking that you're going to a AAA stadium, right, or whatever,
Yep.
and you won't be disappointed.
Well, and the other thing is you can get on transit and get right there.
That's
You know, it's a walk across a sketchy bridge area, but everybody's walking together, so there really is no issue. It
And
is.
if you're seeking to do the whole 30 teams, it'll be the easiest, cheapest, really good seats experience you'll have with the whole 30 teams.
Are you going to have to redo it when they move to Sacramento?
Well, yeah, and our
How
friend
close
Carlos,
is that to you?
Our friend Carlos wants that to happen because he lives very close to the stadium.
Yeah, and you've got about a 2-hour drive there if they move there.
It's not bad. Anyways, going back to the topic of good food. So yeah, obviously we know what the terrible parks are, but I'll say good food. AT&T. Well, now it's called, what is it? The Giant Stadium, whatever it's called now.
I don't know what it's called anymore.
Carlos told me the other day. I forgot.
It was AT&T and
that park. That park in general, experience wise, it's top in my book. It's top 3, top 4, regardless of how you feel about that team. The park, the setting, the bay, the climate, the food. Yeah, take care of anything you need to take care of. It's all right.
I'm walking down here. We're taking care of this.
We're live
here.
Are you greeting the UPS guy?
I've got the dog over here with me. He was greeting at the gate there. So
I would say the Giant Stadium, whatever name it is, Citi Field has really good food. The Mets Stadium has really good food. What else? Dodger Stadium. Listen, I don't do hot dogs, but those garlic fries are bomb.
The helmet nachos were what my nephew wanted. My nephew is a 34-year-old nonverbal autistic.
Okay.
He goes, he wanted those. Okay. So we get 2.
That's hilarious.
He finishes his. I'm still working on mine. Then he has mine. But the helmet nachos, absolutely loved it.
That's amazing. Yeah, so I'm looking to do that. We got that trip to Kansas City, Kauffman Stadium. Hopefully, if I can get it done, early June. Then I've got a potential trip to Pittsburgh, which I have not seen, and I hear amazing things.
I've heard good things about Pittsburgh as well.
And I got my connections with the Clemente family, so I'm looking forward to maybe checking out the museum too. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Anyways, why are we talking about stadiums?
Let's food talk about and getting around and expanding the prospect chase box by hitting the communities out there, right? And hitting the ballparks where your followers live. Yeah, I mean, you've come down here and shared games with me.
We've got a steady group from California, obviously, but Kansas City has a lot of hobbyists. Yeah, and now they have a player to follow. I'm excited about that. It honestly, 1 out of every 3 or 4 new subscribers or customers of the Prospect Chase box are from the area. I don't understand it, but I love it.
Now you've got them all fighting over who's going to get Kansas City.
I love it,
which is great.
I love it. So what else? Tops, new releases. So Bowman. Are you getting any?
I have not. I might buy a blaster at some point or a mega, but I'm just not into buying a hobby box right now of it. Lots and lots of talk about this white space on the auto section. Horribly large.
The frosty.
Yeah. Yeah, and they have this whole thing where first, my very first ever Bowman card that I've ever signed in my life
Yeah,
inscription
the
for a
corny
101.
inscriptions.
And then I saw somebody take a photo of that and then Photoshop all these other designs on it and stuff.
Oh, it's gonna be an AI like meme fest.
It is.
I know apparently there's one guy, I don't know if you saw, but apparently there was this one prospect, Boston something. Did you read that? That
Yeah.
drew some boobs or something?
No,
Or
that was actually, if you look at the color, if you zoom in close enough and look at the color, it's a different color blue. So I believe all that artistry was
it's
actually put on the holder itself.
okay. But
When I looked
that
at it,
could
I took a
happen.
close look.
And what I'm saying at Meme Fest, there will be a lot of people that are going
Yeah.
to start playing with that, and obviously like on digital platform, playing with it and whatever, adding stuff. So 2024 Bowman. Listen, I always have to get some because of the product of the Prospect Chase box. People crave. Bowman is one of the hottest and most searched for, most bought releases of the year. I've never been a huge. I mean, I'm an okay fan of it. Generally, I prefer the chrome or draft variety of it, and I prefer the sapphires
Yeah,
variety.
I like the sapphire as well. You look at the jumbos that they're selling, or HTAs or HTA jumbo. 3 autos in there. Each, if you just take it on the per auto basis, that's $175 an auto.
Yeah.
There are not. There's
My issue with it is that. So here's my issue with it, and it's annoying because it feels to me that we're always here talking about this, like the same topic or the same angle perspective comes to the forefront every time, and it's Topps Fanatics greed.
Yep.
Like the reason why this product, and let's be frank, it's, you can have diverse opinions about how it looks. I personally don't love it. I know some people are okay with it. I know some people that really like it. I think it's very cluttered.
It has a lot
And
of border.
it's a lot of board. It has like, it feels contrived if for some reason to me, and it just feels like a lot of. I don't like the logo switcheroo they did with the Bowman in the bottom, and I don't like that.
Well, they've always done that with the auto, with the logos.
No, but
several
like
years.
they always play. Yeah, I guess. But like, it just has like a lot going on, and especially after 24 Series 1, when they really hit it out of the park, in my opinion, this feels like a letdown.
Yeah,
To
I agree.
me, now that's the aesthetics, right? And then another thing about the Frosty Auto, which occupies almost half of the card, I think is absurd. But again, those are aesthetics. The substantive value of the product we can talk about. They took away atomics non-autos, which I've always been a fan of those. I thought those looked cool, and substituted them with mini diamond something.
There's a mini diamond and a speckle. I forget what the other one's called. They look exactly alike.
Yeah,
You aren't
exactly.
paying attention.
And so what they did, particularly because they added one crucial kink to this release, and is that for the first time ever, they included an HTA format for Bowman. They had never done that before. That was only a chrome or draft thing. HTA, which this is the three autos or whatever, the breaker box, right? So
they didn't do that. That HTA is actually their standard jumbo with all the cards.
No, they do have an HTA.
Oh, do they have a separate one?
Yes. For the first time ever. Again, it's all part of the same theme, which to me, it sucks that we keep on talking about the same thing. Maybe not. Maybe that's our thing. The whiny yappy about Topps, right? Channel. But it just seems so obvious every time that they are just given the keys to the cars, to the breakers, and the fact that they created a format that never existed before. So these people what pissing me off is that they don't believe in continuity. They take a product or a parallel, they destroy it. Then they bring it back 3 years, and then they bring it up, and then they take it back, and like they have a format for this, and then they add another format, and so it's one of those things where like they don't understand that a lot of the value is in the continuity of a parallel, of a line, of a format, and they just looking for the quick buck, and that pisses me off.
Yeah.
And so the reason they do that is because they have to add, what happens is they have to add significant number of parallels. Because why are they doing this? I mean, this is fairly obvious. A kindergartner would know this. They are looking for that dopamine shot, right? Their business model is based on someone getting a hit. It doesn't matter if it ends up being a zebra, speckled, mini diamond, lunar glow, speckled, again, numbered card, but it's a hit.
And releasing the product through breakers like they do, their core of breakers, I should say, their team of people out there, these people who are getting these hot boxes from them that aren't hot boxes, they're getting the word out there about these hits being in there. Wow, look at all these hits. So you're seeing more hits than ever because their distribution channel is now straight to the breaker.
Yeah, so the reason I don't like the product is because it's so diluted, and you're gonna get a hit on hobby formats, HCA hobby or hobby jumbo. You're getting hits, right? But like your chances of getting a true hit, like something of value, a blue, a true blue, an orange, you name it, a red or whatever it is, right? That are collectible, that have value, are slim, are slim because you're most likely gonna get a yellow speckle fractal lunar glow something, and that's manufactured scarcity. Then the product itself has a decent checklist because it has a lot of batters, a lot of position players, not many pitching prospects for a change, for a Bowman, but it doesn't have that one player that, other than Dylan Cruz,
He's the name right now in this one, but there's not
like it doesn't have an Ellie, it doesn't have a Jackson Churio, it doesn't have that one prospect that will drive value. So all that to say, I think it's an okay product. I just think it would be a great product if it was 40% less.
Yeah. And here's my rub on like the Breakers Delight boxes, the HTAs. I bought one once, last year's stuff, and I thought, oh yeah, this will be a good thing. This is kind of a cool. I felt disappointed that I didn't have some of those nice hits that come in the form of base cards. It's like, I really did get a good auto in one of the three. One of the three was a really solid auto. But overall, I didn't walk out with a stack full of Ethan Salas cards that I wanted for the Padres. Had to go elsewhere to get those.
And so, they prey on the fact that that's not the common occurrence.
Yeah.
That your experience is not the common occurrence because you are just a customer that they don't care about. Like, that's fine. They're looking for the customers that do what you did times 10. That say, you know what? I'll do it again. Or I jump in three different breaks and like I'll hit it eventually. I'll get that one that I want. And so the customer that just wants to do one.
Yeah. A couple of years ago, I hit on with this one breaker several times, and it was just like, he was doing a couple box random all the time on I don't remember which draft product it was, I think, but he knew right where the hits were at in every box, pulled it up. It's the 3rd pack and the 11th pack, and this pack we're going to set those aside. He goes in and pulls those out, then goes through all the commons, and we get to the hits at the end. It was a fun way to break. It was a lot of fun, and it was inexpensive, but the price has grown so much that it doesn't make it easy for the common breaker or the non-tops breaker to be able to keep people engaged without pulling in some older product. The mix we have with the product here has been great. I mean, we have old and new combined together. You're going to get hits of people across multiple of years. You're not just looking for that one card that 1 year. You got a chance. You got a crap team in your list, or 3 crap teams for that. You're still going to walk away with some good cards, because you look across the couple of years that you do with the spread of years in a prospect chase box. There's going to be something there for you.
It's spreading the years, spreading the releases, which helps with it. It helps with your team. Maybe good in 1 year, maybe not good in one other year release. So it spreads the risk, absolutely. But
you can pull a Bregman auto,
right? But so the product itself, I think. So here's my take on it. I want it, but I am willing to wait 6 months till, or whatever it is, till the national, when it drops 30-40%. These boxes, these hobby boxes right now, I think are selling for, is it 270, 280, something like that? You'll probably find them easily for 200 by year's end.
The hobby box is still up on Chase. I mean, on Tops.
Yeah, it won't sell out, and so one, you benefit. So this is what I think. If I were a super like prospector and flipper and upgrade and flip and that type of business model, right? Or like, just go chase, pick your team breaks, and just hop on breaks that have the team that you want, and pay a little premium if you have to. And then that's a more informed way of perhaps getting what you want, because otherwise you're just playing the lottery, and it's not a fun. Listen, the lottery is a fun thing to do when it's at a reasonable price, and that's my argument. Is that at 270 to 80, it just makes no sense when you know for a fact that box is going to be worth 200 by come national time, and heck, come even Topps Chrome MBV buyback. Use some of that buyback money and get some boxes. Then you can get them for 150 with your buyback money. So it just doesn't, not having a marquee prospect doesn't justify you buying it at the peak. That's my point. Other than that, it's cool. I can care less about Pete Rose. I can care less about the other retrofractors. I do like that. What is it? Anime, whatever card.
Interesting. The 1 in every 2.5 case hit.
I saw someone post and offer was it a gunner? I think it was a gunner.
I haven't seen the gunner yet.
It looks cool, but it doesn't look $400 cool to me.
Well, you look at the fact that you still have like Jason Dominguez out there as one of these. The kid has played half a season. He's out the entire year, and he's the big chase. He was the big chase before. So that's a tough one.
So anyways, it should be a fun product. So the play to me is what I just said in terms of hobby, waiting and getting it later. I try to get some at distributor prices, but that's another topic. Fanatics is screwing the middleman, and they're cutting them dry. Like, there's no margin for them, no margin whatsoever. And so that you usually cannot get those. Because people getting cases are not going to split the case with you to get a margin of $10. It makes no sense.
You said something interesting a second ago. You said that you're going to wait till national. Does that mean prospect chase box is going to be at national?
There's no way in hell. No way in hell that I'm.
Come on. Have you taken Jacobs Field off your list?
I have not. But very few things would drive me to fly to Cleveland, Ohio. No disrespect. I'm just saying. No, it's not going to happen, especially in the summer. So the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame can wait for more tempered climate. Anyways, so my play on it is retail. Like, going back to what you said earlier.
Yep.
I am buying, I wouldn't say a shoot ton, but some retail. I bought 2 or 3 megas, which I will likely include in the PCB of next month. And I'm trying to get my hands on retail. I should hit the restock today. Although I do think that the restock at Target, brick and mortar, I don't think it's available yet. At least not in my market. Probably next week.
I
I did
saw
order.
somebody with a box full of them that had pulled them from a market. So.
No. I mean, listen. I'm sure some Targets. I'm just talking about my local market. Knowing
Yeah, this guy was in Arkansas.
Yeah, I'll look for it later today. I'll make a run and see what I find. If they
He
have
only
it.
hit blasters, no megas, a lot of blasters. So
Yeah, the
now,
blasters the megas always come a little bit after. I feel,
but
in the
we've seen them.
cycle.
We've seen them for sale.
Yeah, no, but they are already online,
Yep.
and so and the blasters too. I bought three. You can only buy in pockets of three at
Yeah.
Target online. So I bought three, but those don't ship until who knows when.
Target kills me with their shipping.
It's crazy. You get them like 2 weeks later. I don't get
Yeah.
it. But so I ordered some. I need to get my hands on more. Hopefully, somewhere Barnes and Noble or somewhere has them, because I am offering them on the Sapphire Mixer event that I posted on Tops After Dark. By the way, a plug. I've got a 22 Top Scrum Update Sapphire box in a mixer break right now. 10 spots, 3 teams per spot, 3 random teams per spot. And I think it's like about almost half filled. So I'm trying to make a push to see when I can fill that. And then it'll probably go the mini route because it is an expensive break. You get 3 teams too. But man, the potential of that break with the Julios and the Bobbies and that Sapphire, possible autos, Sapphire autos are worth a shoot ton of money.
And I know there's a guy who trades for that product.
And I'm a big fan of that release. So I am building the set. I'm about 70% done.
Hey, you mentioned Barnes and Noble. So Barnes and Noble is a place that sometimes has cards. I saw Heritage at mine recently.
Always has cards. Not the best ones.
They'll have them. But the other place that I've been seeing people pull cards from is hardware stores. I don't know whether that's Ace.
I mean, they're going to be everywhere, man.
But somebody said they had some at Home Depot, of all places.
What?
Now.
That's craziness.
Yeah,
that would be like really pushing the envelope.
Hey, I've got my Home Depot thing that buy, this and finance over 24 months at 0% financing. I can pick up those cards and pay for them 2026.
Pay for them in 2026 prices. No, I'll check. I have a Home Depot next door to my schools, to my boys' school, but I doubt it. I don't know. I do see them. I have seen product at the cashier at
Is it like an Ace?
At the our California version of not Models. Oh my God, the equipment store. What's it called?
Tractor Supply or Harbor Freight?
No. The sporting goods.
My goodness. Like Dick's?
Yeah. What's the California one?
We have Dick's. We have Big Five.
Big Five. I've seen it in Big Five here in my hometown. I've seen it. I've seen Tops before, back in the day. Chrome, Stadium Club. They don't. I venture to say they don't sell much.
Yeah. Don't sleep on Big Five. They're my New Balance dad shoe connection. Every time I need new pair of dad shoes, I wait for them to go on sale.
Boys' Little League pants. So I'll go there once in a while. Check it out. So yeah, I'm waiting on retail. I'm also going to include a lot of that retail in Raz's breaks, but also the Volume 24, which is next month. Thank you to all of you guys who picked up Volume 23. It sold out pretty much on pre-sale. I only had 2 boxes left for general consumption in the website prospectchasebox.com. Another plug. And see what else. We talked about Bowman. We talked about Tops Now has been in the news, been cranking out cards like crazy. Oh, we finally got our Road to Opening Day cards, team sets, and for some of you high rollers, auto packs. Did you get your auto pack?
Haven't arrived yet.
Okay. Who did you order?
Pardon me?
How does that work? Is it by
No, it's a
team?
random. It's a
Oh,
random.
completely random.
It's completely random out of that list. It's an 8-card pack, has one auto, one parallel, and some other cards.
It could be
So
Framber Valdez, or it can be Bobby Witt.
there was a shorter list. There was 100 autos on the list, so
Okay,
it
well, they're
wasn't
all
quite as bad.
stars.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
How much were they?
129, and if you used your coupon, it was 89 each.
That's
So
not bad.
I
That's
used
not bad.
coupons. I bought 2 of them, so I have 2 on the way.
Finally, some value. Well, good
Yeah.
luck with that. Make sure you post it on our group and on the Prospect Chase box,
I
even
will.
if it's non-related.
Yep. Well, you hit on Tops Now, and Tops Now is really, you look at this year's design. I've seen people posting. Our friend in the hobby, Twins Jake, posting several one-on-ones he's hit lately with the Tops Now series. You can't even tell it's a one-on-one anymore.
I know.
The design is so horrible.
Weak. It's weak. I mentioned it on last week's episode. I thought the design was weak sauce. I hit a 1-on-1.
Oh,
I remember I hit it's not a bad one, Noel V. Marte.
Yeah.
He just happens to be
on steroids. Yeah,
but
that's right.
but I mean, if he comes back and performs, the card should have some value. I mean, I'll take that over like Tyler Glass now, or like some
that
other.
was the you and Los episode. That's when I wasn't on with the
that's right. Was it?
Yeah. I did manage to hit a Tops Now /49 of the Yankees injured kid who never played, J-Dom. I'm probably going to flip it. I have no use for the kid
wait
sitting
a little bit, because he's doing really well in rehab. He should be coming back right after the All-Star break, if not shortly before.
Now, the thing with the Tops Now cards is I'm conflicted on whether maybe they should be slabbed, some of these. They really don't have.
I mean, like you upgrading them?
Yep. Or if I do, I'm thinking about some of the ones like that one, because it is a /49 of him, and people are collecting him like crazy.
I mean, the technology of printing it is really good, so your chances at jamming are really high.
Maybe and they don't have a border on them, so you take the centering question out quite a bit. It's not quite as big.
Yeah, no, you're right. That I feel that if you absolutely premium player like Ohtani, Soto, Acuna, rookie Tops Now, it's worth sending. I mean, once you do a general inspection of the best ones, and the same thing goes here for a solid player numbered card. So I'm sitting on that 1 of 1. I also got a 5, yeah. Because it was my Peaches debut, our inside joke of Peaches. That was my Peaches debut. I hit a number 5 Caminero, which I'm really excited about. That one I'm more excited than the 1 of 1, actually.
I would say so.
Yeah, and then I hit a 20. I'm summing up my hits. I hit a 25 Gunner, second year, but it's okay. Last year I hit a low numbered 25 or 49 Atlee Rutschman. Now looking back on it, I really wish it was Gunner. And then I hit a 1, a 5, a 25, and then I hit 2 49s, which was Evan Carter, and Cess. I think it was Cess.
Okay.
Encarnacion Strand. And then J-Dom 199, which I'm excited because that could have been any player.
That's why I was surprised with mine. I expected, because with the Yankee set, similarly to Dodgers, everybody was a 99 in that set except him. He was a /199. That was one where we thought that was going to be the only card. They said, "Oh no! What we meant to say was you're going to have a /99 of these guys."
But I'll take one, even if him wearing an ugly ass sweater. I'll take a 199 J-Dom than a 99 Cortez.
The /199 across the board for the Dodgers was insane, but they knew they had a captive audience for that print run.
By captive audience, I mean like captive. I mean like crazy pockets is what they had.
Yes. Yeah.
No, that one I struck out in. I got a 199. Well, whatever. But at least I got a rookie. I got Sheehan or Sheenan, whatever his name is. And I've got those Japan sets, which I'm gonna have to probably sell either at cost or whatever because there's so many of them. Although I know, to be honest, I haven't checked what the market
I
is,
haven't either.
but I'm guessing it's. I mean, who knows, man? There are a lot of Japan fans. So, and for as highly printed as it was, there's more Japan fans than that.
Yep.
So,
I have to go pick mine up. Hopefully, I'll grab them. Maybe I'll grab them this weekend. I think they were delivered. We'll find out. But I
oh,
don't
so you
have
don't
much
know?
more.
Oh, the Japan
Uh,
ones were sent somewhere else.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Japan ones and my Dodgers set.
Hmm.
And my Padres set doesn't have anything in it worthwhile anyway. Which I knew. I only bought it for the bonus cards and the other stuff down the line
So
because
you don't know what parallel you hit out of the Dodgers set yet.
no, not yet.
Ooh, you could be, dude. You could be sitting on some Yamamoto gold.
Yeah, I saw one of the Yamamoto cards was another Twins Jake 101.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy. Well, he probably bought a shit ton.
that was one of his business models for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. So tops now. Let's see what else. What else you got for
We
us?
got the standings where we're at with these teams at this point of the year. I mean, it's crazy when you look at it. I took a quick glance at it, when we were starting here. The fact that there's teams who are just getting crushed in their division, but they have more wins than the leaders in some of the other divisions.
Who's been your surprise team?
It
Positively or negatively?
has to be the Guardians.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That it's absolutely insane that they're in front. Yankees are better than I thought because I didn't think their pitching could stand up to it, but they're standing up. I did not think their pitching would be as good as it is. Cleveland is far and away the surprise team. The fact that Houston is the bottom of their division, that
difficult.
just I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. And that's
Is it Baker?
That's one of the things. That's one of the teams that you don't, because they have so much leadership and proven leadership on that team that they're just a few blocks away from winning 12 in a row. That you never know, right?
Yeah, but you look at the facts that the Twins won 12 in a row, and they still aren't in the lead of that division.
But it's one of those teams where it's tricky if you're management because like you would think, okay, sell. But I think they're going to have a little, little leeway. There's some rope there on that leash because they've proven that they could be that team, and they are talented. Like they have batters and hitting.
Yep.
They had some injuries, but I'm not counting them out yet. I think management won't either. We'll see. But the
Milwaukee, Chicago, no surprise there.
Yeah.
To me, they'd be good.
It's the Guardians.
Yeah,
it's the Guardians. I expected Royals. I called it.
Yeah, you did. Philadelphia is leading over Atlanta in that division, which is a surprise to me. But Harper is on a tear right now. You take a look at what the guy's done since he's come back from his maternity leave. He's just dominating teams again.
Yeah, he's not. The Phillies are not a surprise to me because I picked them to win or be second. It's surprising that they're playing well this early.
Yeah,
they're usually a second half team. They still could have a rotten period in them, and so. But that division is loaded because the Mets are passable. The Nationals are. I expected them to have a bounce back and get an upward, right? An inflection type of year where like, oh wait, this team is better than that. We're on the upswing, but they're playing really good ball. And CJ Abrams shoot out the ball. Abrams is playing so well, and let me tell you,
I
don't think many people see this show. So I feel at ease saying this. I was told by a good source that Woods, it's going to be called up earlier than people expect. He won't be a September. If he keeps playing the way he's playing, he won't be a September call-up. He will be a midsummer call-up. And he is crushing AAA. Crushing.
Those guys leaving just killed my Padres loving heart. And those two, CJ, I'd been waiting for it. Finally, here he is. All right, great. Oh, Soto, hi.
The Nationals did a number on the Padres
They
on that.
did.
Now, granted, you got Soto back. The problem is you don't have Soto now, and you
Yep.
never had Soto in
You
Yankee
didn't have
Stadium,
control of the contract.
and
It
you don't
was
have Yankee Stadium to offer to Soto.
Nope.
Never have. That's why I always thought that that deal, not that it was short sighted, but to me, and I remember exactly where I was when it was announced. My thought that day was like, okay, I know what they're doing. They're trying to see. They got 2 years on him, two chances or three actually chances of winning a chip with him, building a team around him. And if they don't, they can turn around and get some replenish the system with some good prospect. The problem
Yes.
is that when you do that, it's a big variable. Can you get people prospect of the same quality in return, knowing that it's less control, knowing
Yeah.
that he has a down year. So that's what happened. You guys
Well,
got highway robbed by the
the
Nationals.
the other thing that happened on the back end of that is Soto himself, and the fact that what happened with him, he was close with Preller and with the Padres and signing it, and when Siegler died, that was it.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I mean, you got. I imagine you got some pieces back.
Yeah, they did. They got a couple of things. They got some pitching out of it
You got
that's worked
King.
out.
King's
King's
pretty
been
good.
worked out pretty good. One of the other relievers,
Espinal, is
Estrada,
it? Estrada, yeah.
he came in and relieved the other day. So we've had a couple of good pieces, but
Yeah. Yeah, but
overall.
but
And
the
one
Padres
thing though,
ransacked your system.
I'll tell you, the one thing that really
I mean, the Nats. Sorry.
happened more than anything with the Soto deal is Profar came back to the Padres in $1 million contract because he wasn't happy with what happened up in Colorado. Came back, minimum contract, $1 million, and the kid is on fire. He's batting 345,
Wow.
homering. He's just playing field like crazy. We didn't get the walks, mind you, but we've got Soto like performance out of a kid for $1 million.
Yeah. I mean, the team. Yeah, the roster composition of that team, it's still imperfect, but there's
Very
something
much so.
about how the chemistry of the team it wasn't happening. So
Yeah.
you guys did well in pursuing that trade. Everyone's happy. The Nats are ecstatic. The Nats loaded up big time.
Yes, they did.
I mean, Woods is a elite prospect. The pitcher they got back,
Gore.
Gore, it's really good too. Who else? The guy in the minors, Hassel, is it Hassel?
Robert Hassel the
Yeah,
third.
he's really good. And
Yeah, I'm sitting on some of his autos. I need him to come up and be great.
the pitcher that they got, I forget who the Latino pitcher they got is really good too. I forget who he is.
Yeah.
But Woods is the centerpiece, and Abrahams obviously. Abrahams and Woods are
Yeah.
by themselves highway robbery.
Yep. I've got C.J. Abrams bat sitting here. Nicely signed one.
He's good, and he's a good kid.
Yeah.
My camp is
And
close to
he was a great person from what I understood from everybody who dealt with him. He was just a great person.
Yeah.
So,
So the Nats,
sorry to
the
see.
Nats have a promising future. I've told friends they have a promising future. It won't be this year, may not happen next year, but they're closer than people think.
And just need to figure out how to finish paying off Strasburg.
Yeah, I know they are like the Royals. Like the Royals are people thought that they were 3 years removed from competing again. Guess what? No, they're winning now.
Yep.
So it wouldn't make the problem is the Nats are in a tougher division, obviously, than the Royals. So it'll happen faster for the Royals. But the Nats are in the upswing. Now anyone else know? I mean, everything else is par for the course.
Yep.
I always thought the Mets were a 500 team, and that's what they are. Plus or minus 2 or 3 games, they're a 500 team ish, 82 win. I think. If you make a push, listen, the playoff structure, playoff format being now what it is, there is going to be an 83 or 84 team sliding in. So as long as you beat your teams in your division and you take care of, I mean, you can get 84 games might be enough to in one of the leagues to sneak you in. So
It very well could be. But the Padres did it the one year, and they ended up against the Phillies. Phillies ended up with it, but
like right now, I took a look at the standings the other day, and the Padres and Mets were kind of almost tied for the last spot, and none of the teams has been spectacular.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for better or worse, I kind of like it. Adds an element of March Madness to it, excitement. So, hey, I bought one of these. Do you have one?
I can go grab one. Hold on.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Wrap it
Let's
up
go get one. Hang on a second. I'm going to
all right.
video off for a second.
Why not? I'm here. I'm here.
Apologies for not being better prepared for my outdoor studio here.
I just posted. I have forgotten to post the link to our Tops After Dark, folks. So I just did that. All right, box battle. Usually, how this works, best box swallows up the other box, but I'll let Ron keep his box, and we'll just do brownie points, bragging rights. First time we did this, folks, I pulled a Ellie.
Gold? Was it a yellow or a gold?
Ellie gold foil. So it was done before it started.
Yeah, it was not. It was not. It was like, all right, why even bother to open the other box?
Let me see what I get. Let me see. I got a Cess. Base.
There you go. Well, if you're looking for a Logan Webb or other pitchers.
You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for that Shohei or Soto cards with the new unis. Those are elusive.
I got the Gleyber Torres that I didn't get on with my set of tops. Now let's see.
Hauser,
Suzuki. Oh, there you go.
Why are we even talking about base? That's so pathetic.
Because there's some decent base in this product, and I love the way this looks. I mean, this is great stuff.
Jeez. Andrew Abbott.
I've got this Ronnie Mercurio for Mets fans who would love that.
Whoa, snap! Again, I think I just pulled it. I just think I did it against you.
Let's see.
There's a numbered card or a turnaround card here, which I have not seen yet. But
okay,
my gold, it's a solid gold.
Oh,
Curtis need for non-speed gold. That's a good one.
I've got a Max Muncy here. That I guess that doesn't count. A Joey Votto.
And a Julio highlights cards. I'm a big fan of these cards. Are they collectible? Are people seek them out?
I haven't seen a big market on them. So I ended up with a refractor here, which is a decent one. I've got the Sal Frelick.
Man, I would just be excited if I saw one of these Shohei or Soto new uni cards. Let's see what's my number card. Oh, it's another gold foil. This time it's the Eugenio Suarez flavor.
Oh, there you go. I did not get any gold foils in here. I got the Matt McLean.
Show me your best card. None parallels, nothing.
The only parallels is the self-relic refractor, and I got a blue, a royal
You mean
blue.
rainbow foil?
Yeah, rainbow foil.
What's that? Oh, a retail blue. Okay.
This is a retail blue of Keybert
Ruiz.
Ruiz. And
Okay.
then the self-relic rookie.
All right, so I got some
It's a
decent.
nice card.
Yeah, that's a nice card.
The Matt McLean rookie cup in the yellow.
Okay, I think I got you being with
I think you do.
the Curtis Mead gold.
Now, let's see. Yeah, my 35th anniversary is Bryce Harper.
Mine is So I ripped the pack the other day that had two of those in one pack. Wasn't thrilled about that. One was a Griffey, the other one was another thing.
Oh,
But
hold on.
what?
Hold on. At the back of the pack.
Ellie. Well, I have a couple of I have two of those cards,
Yeah.
same one. But I don't know.
Judge, I've got the stars of the MLB. Just
You can
nothing in there other than a Tyler. Let's see if there's anything else the rest of the way here.
I don't know, man. I think these two got you beat ever so slightly.
I think they do.
Because the gold is numbered. You feel?
Hold on. Not only was the Ellie at the bottom, there's an Ellie right in front of it.
There you go.
The second to the last card and the last card of this pack.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. The LA 1-2 combo. That was.
Well,
this is the second to the last, and this is the last.
You're the lucky recipient of a card that's been printed 1,000,000
I think it's around 800,000 copies of that or something.
Short printed for sure.
Oh, yeah. There's not a lot in here.
But that's not a bad pack with the two Ellies. I'm sure.
And the Frelick rookie. The Frelick is a good rookie card. Good solid card.
I'm sure you can even out. I think you can get your pack worth on eBay on those three cards. But yeah, I'll take the Curtis and the Julio. I love this design. I love it. It's a shame that that it's not worth more because they did a good job.
I've really been enjoying the Heritage product as well. So I was at the store the other day and grabbed a blaster and had a bunch of hits in it. I had shared out. That was a lot of fun.
That was
including
a lot of fun.
The Andrew Abbott rookie auto in a blaster, single blaster.
Yeah. I only grabbed hangers. Some of you all know because, well, not you. I think I shared the box with Todd, and I only kept. Well, I was lucky. I kept 2 packs for myself, and the rest I put in the
Prospect Chase box.
And one of I ripped them probably like a week ago, and I got a J-Dom chromey thing.
Yeah.
Numbered. So that was kind of cool. I think it was the regular silver refractor or whatever.
I think I got a decent mead hit in my Heritage as well, so I'll have to double check that.
But you also got minis, right?
I did not buy the minis.
No? Those were a good deal for the price. I'm
$50, but I just didn't want to deal with another format.
Me neither, and that's such a.
I got the mini
product.
Yeah, what was it? We bought the one mini product last year. We all bought that one, and it was like,
which one was it? I forget. No, it wasn't Heritage, was it?
No, it wasn't Heritage. It was just like a Topps regular mini, or was it a chrome? It wasn't a chrome mini, but I just ended up with a bunch of small cards.
Speaking of which, and as we come down here at the hour mark, I do have my last remaining 2022 Topps black and white box included in that sapphire event, and I know that those black and white cards have many fans, especially the 2022. Last year's, I think it looked terrible. It did have obviously good prospects.
The year before, the product seemed a lot nicer.
But 2022, the Bobby Witt and Julio year, those cards look fire. And that's my last box, and that box it's guaranteed to have a numbered card, and I think and something else. It's guaranteed a hit. There's even autos, I think.
Yeah, it was like 1 in 3 boxes were autos.
Yeah, so that box is a good rip. Those boxes are worth like 110, 120. So I'm excited to be able to break that.
And it's
Anyways, folks,
exciting to be able to have product now that your redemptions are still good. Back to that
ooh, that's
again. We
another.
talked about it last time, but
We did,
you
we
know,
did. Hold on a second before I leave
there
you
we go.
all. Going back to the prospect chase box background. Anyways, I think we covered a bunch of things. Man, next week is going to be a doozy, so stay tuned, folks. Ron will be sitting this one out, but Ron will be back
I promise.
the week after that. So stay tuned. Again, we're trying to hit 100. That's not a lot. That's not a big ass. Smash that subscribe button if you're seeing this for the first time. We're trying to get to 100 subs in YouTube. Hopefully, what happens next week will get me way past that number
There we
on
go.
IG and on YouTube. So that's all I
All
got.
right.
Ron, you want to send us off?
Here we are from the confines of California, both southern and northern, bringing you sunshine and cards from Prospect Chase Box.
Happy chasing, folks. A lot of love. Jorge Prospector out. Thank you, Ron.